what could the ACA repeal mean for PA consumers?
Repealing the Affordable Care Act would have a huge impact on a lot of Pennsylvanians. We know that in Pennsylvania we have about 1.1 million Pennsylvanians who have access to coverage through the Affordable Care Act, whether through the federal exchange or through Governor Wolf's expansion of Medicaid. And in many cases, these are individuals who would not have had access to coverage before the Affordable Care Act, either because they had a pre-existing condition and would have been denied coverage, or because they simply couldn't afford coverage. So we've seen a huge reduction in our uninsured rate in Pennsylvania thanks to the Affordable Care Act. But we've also seen access significantly expanded to really critical services for people. So for example, we've seen an increase in access to services like preventive health care. So these are your cancer screenings, your child well visits. We've seen increased access to maternity coverage and to mental health and substance abuse treatment. And again, as we're facing a crisis in opioid addiction across the state and across the country, access to that treatment is obviously critical. The Affordable Care Act also ensures that access to these benefits are provided without restrictions of annual and lifetime limits. And when you think back to the pre-ACA world, these limits had a devastating impact financially to families who had a chronic condition or maybe a catastrophic illness. If someone had a skiing accident, for example, or had cancer, those limits were absolutely devastating.